What is up, y'all? It's B&E Sports Talk coming back to you with our wide receiver rankings for Fantasy Dynasty
2024.
Let's get it. Let's hop right in. I think we can both agree on number one.
Yeah, it's got to be Marvin Harrison with the Cardinals.
Absolutely. I mean, you got the legacy. You got Kyler Murray. It's a great situation where there's nobody else that's going to be stepping in the way. He very well could end up being a top 10 receiver this year. Draft him with
Confidence.
Yeah, seriously. You might end up drafting him a little higher than you're comfortable with, but
He is going to cost a pretty penny for a rookie in redraft leagues as well. I would imagine in all Dynasty rookie drafts that it's going to be either Caleb Williams or Marvin Harrison going number one across the board.
definitely.
In all of them. Count your lucky stars if you're able to land this dude in your rookie drafts. In your redraft leagues too, definitely keep your eye out for him falling if he does snag him, because he's going to end up being low-end receiver one or a high-end receiver two on your team.
I 100% agree.
And yeah, like he has no competition out there.
No. Number two, Malik Nabers.
100%.
He also doesn't have any competition outside of Darren Waller, who stays injured. That's somebody else. Like, I'm not drafting him near as high as Marvin Harrison just because of the situation.
Yeah, because of who's throwing him the ball.
Yeah, I don't want Daniel Jones tossing me the ball, man.
And they don't have Saquon anymore, so they're going to probably end up just relying on Nabers. He might be a PPR god.
Daniel Jones is going to be insane if he just doesn't throw interceptions.
If he just throws it to Nabers every time. Yeah.
And then he's going to run the hell out of the ball this year. It's going to be awesome.
I hope you're right, man. I'd love to see a little New York revival. I've been sorry as hell.
Number three,
Rome O'Dunes. Gotta be, right?
I've got Keon Coleman right here.
I like that.
I think he slides right into Buffalo. He's got a great personality. Everybody seems to love him. So I think he slides right on in there and produces this year. That's probably why I put him at 3. I do agree with. I like Rome Dunes a hell of a lot more. I probably should have put him higher.
Yeah, I like that. I have him ranked pretty high as well at 5. Consensus ranking on Fantasy Pros was 8. But yeah, I have a Romo Dunes here at 3. He definitely has some competition in Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, but I really think that's just going to end up helping him. All 3 of them are going to be able to play on the field at the same time with Cole Kmet. Romo Dunes is the only one they're not familiar with. Look for him to go early. I think that the Caleb Williams Romo Dunes connection could get going early. He could end up being his number 1 receiver this year on that team.
He could. I mean, he has no rapport with anybody else.
Going forward into the future, he's going to be their franchise receiver.
Definitely.
The Keenan Allen contract he's not going to be there for forever.
No, it's, I think, 2 more years.
Yeah.
Plenty of time, and he's going to teach plenty to Roma Dunes.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yep.
Okay, so who do you have at 4?
That was O'Dunes at 4.
All right, I have Lad McConkey at 4.
Okay, I've got him right down the board at 6. Just a great all-around receiver. He's got great hands, great route running tree, and he's also coming to a place that got rid of their top receiver and then got rid of their second receiver, and it's just kind of like, what's going on? So he steps into a great position to produce this year.
With a all-pro level quarterback.
Yes, and I think he's going to be targeted a ton.
A ton. All 5 names that we've mentioned so far have wide receiver 1 upside this season, truly.
Yeah, I mean, if
For
they
one
just
way or the
fit
other.
in the way that their predecessors, and obviously it's going to be a little more shaky. You're a rookie, but if they can come anywhere close, put up 1,000-something yard seasons, great. That's perfect, because next year they're going to do even better. My 5 though, Xavier Worthy, just because of the situation. Xavier Worthy could be next Tyreek.
That's the idea. I have him at 8, and I wanted to rank him even lower. I had to eventually just stick him on the list because of the situation.
Otherwise, the man's just a 5'10 or 5'11 receiver that's fast as shit.
That's all he is to me, and those guys aren't that successful outside of a couple. You know what I mean?
I just think because he has Mahomes. That's it.
Mahomes is the only reason for that, any positivity around that pick to me. So I have him at 8. He's definitely worth drafting. I'm sure I'm going to end up eating my words on this. But for now, I'm in the unpopular minority that is pretty down on Xavier Worthy. I have Keon Coleman at 5. I would be pretty happy to rank him in the top 3 as well. I think he has that upside, no doubt. The Bills, they just got Marquez Valdez-Scantling today.
Garbage.
They have Khalil Shakir. It's another burner. And then they have Curtis Samuel. So Keon Coleman's going to step in and be their number one dude for sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. Yeah. Number 6, I got Brian Thomas at the Jags.
Okay, I've got him at 7. 6 was Lad McConkey for me. We just talked about him, so I don't really need to hit it anymore. Brian Thomas, there was a lot of people that said he's better than Malik Nabers.
I disagree.
He didn't have as much of an opportunity. He's a little younger, just needed some more time to flourish. And if we had seen him next year without Malik Nabers, we would have been talking about him like he's better.
Maybe, but like,
I mean, he's in a great situation.
yeah, he gets to play with Christian Kirk and Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
They'll all be on the field.
Yeah, I mean, he essentially fills in exactly what Calvin Ridley was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar body types. Brian Thomas is just a little bit faster.
I have Ricky Pearsall at 7 with the 49ers. This is a dude, again, who has top upside in this class because Brandon Ayuk's contract is going away. I think this is Ayuk's last season in San Francisco, so it'll end up being Pearsall and Debo probably starting in 25. So, yeah, Pearsall has a real path to becoming a top option in this 49ers offense. It might take a year or two, but it will happen. So definitely look to get him in your rookie dynasties for sure. I'm not super hype on him for 2024, though. I have Xavier Worthy at 8.
8, I've got Adonai Mitchell.
I have him 9.
So I've got Pearsall 9. So it kind of works out the same way. But yeah, no, Pearsall, just because of the situation, I think he fills it in great. It's exactly what Shanahan wants. So I don't think they would have picked a receiver right there if he didn't absolutely want him.
Because they reached to get him.
They traded up, didn't they?
They traded up and they reached. Like, they didn't have to trade up to do that.
No, definitely not. So, yeah.
There's like 3 receivers rated above him on the board at that point in time, including Keon Coleman and A.D. Mitchell.
But yeah, Adonai Mitchell is my 8. I think he just goes right on in and fills in as a number 2 wide receiver right off the rip. I think if he plays with the right kind of attitude and gets out there with a head full of steam, knowing that he should have been picked a hell of a lot higher, play really good, and he'll have a chance to succeed right away.
Outside of the top 3 guys in this receiver group in this draft class, this was my favorite receiver. Can't wait to see them play. I'm just not sure about the Colts in general. We didn't really get a full sample size of Anthony Richardson last year, but what we did see was not bad at all.
No, not at all. I think we're going to see even better this year.
I'm pretty excited. That'll be a fun duo to watch. The Colts have been missing receiver talent for a while.
Definitely.
All right. I have Xavier Leggett at 10.
Nice. I've got him at 12 just because there is no telling what's going on down in Carolina. I like what I see. There's a lot that they can do with it, but are they going to do something with it? So I've got him a little further down. It's going to take him a little while to get incorporated in the offense, learn the offense, and ultimately figure out what the hell is going on. But I like him. He's a good receiver, and in a few years, more like 2, he could bring some value to your fantasy team.
I think he'll end up being like a flex player here and there this year.
Maybe here and there, but that's
not consistently. But however, I do think that he's going to end up rivaling Adam Thielen for just as many targets pretty soon. Thielen is a target hog.
Thielen's out at the end of the year.
Yeah, like it's just young and athletic, and like he's just a better target, you know. I'm not trying to talk shit on Thielen, but Leggett is going to step in there and be pretty dominant in a weak locker room. He's going to be one of the best players on that team immediately.
He should be.
I'm excited to see the future down there. 11, I've got Troy Franklin on the Broncos.
Okay. I've got him just down the way a little bit at 13. I think he goes into the situation that he could have wanted the most. And he goes to a place that I think really wanted him. All the reports I've seen have said that they didn't think he was going to be on the board that day, and he just so happened to be there. So traded up and got him, and that was that.
And he has a direct path to play. Y'all really only have Cortland Sutton, Josh Reynolds, and Franklin.
Tim Patrick.
I forgot he's coming back off his injury.
If he can stay healthy, then that's massive.
That is massive. That would be a really good core to have for your new quarterback.
Yep. Jalen Polk. I think he goes into a spot where he also can produce right off the bat. They don't have a lot of receivers over there in New England. They've never had a lot of receivers over there in New England. I think they finally got a good one, and he should go in and catch some good balls from
Drake May.
No, not Drake May. From Jacoby Brissett this year.
I hope Brissett plays all season.
And then next year, Drake May will ultimately get a better target because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like him.
I think he's going to easily be their number one receiver this year. I have him ranked all the way down at 15 just because of the trashiness of the Patriots organization at the moment. The future is bright. At 12, I have Jermaine Burton on the Bengals.
There you go.
Behind Jamar Chase and T. Higgins this year, but he'll definitely slate into T. Higgins' spot.
I kept him off my board just because T. Higgins is still there. Until T. Higgins is gone, he won't slide in. 13 is Malachi Corley.
Yeah, same. And this is a fun one.
He is a darn good prospect, and he gets to go in and play with Aaron Rodgers.
And in a cool receiving core with him and Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams.
Hell yeah.
That'll be pretty fun to watch. And all three of them, because Corley plays slot, and those two dudes will be on the outside. He'll immediately get to step in and play.
This is going to be one of the best receiving cores that they've had in a long time. Yeah. Hopefully it works out.
14, I have Roman Wilson.
I've got him at 15. He's also my sleeper. I think he can hop right in and do some damage. They don't have a lot of receivers over there. And
yeah, they have George Pickens and Van Jefferson. This is another slot receiver. He'll jump in and play the slot immediately. I like Roman Wilson's upside. He should get a lot of catches.
Yeah, he's just a high IQ football player. I think that's going to translate really well.
At 15, I also had Jalen Polk. I don't have anything else to say on him. And then my deep sleeper of the day is Brendan Rice.
There you go. Can't ever count out Jerry Rice's son.
Yeah, it's Jerry Rice's son. He's stepping into a receiving core that has Ladd McConkey, Josh Palmer, and Quentin Johnson above him. But I can easily see him stepping up and outshining a couple of those dudes, getting some plays, at least having some sets set up for him. Jim Harbaugh is not going to mess around. Like, he sees what he has talent-wise, and he's going to get them on the field. He's going to run some sets for these people. We're going to get to see their talent showcased, even if it's just a couple times this year. Eventually, I really believe that Brendan Rice will have a place in this league. He's worth a really deep stash in your rookie dynasty drafts if you play in a deep league. All right, guys, that was our receivers video for our rookie rankings of Dynasty 2024 Fantasy NFL. That's the long-winded way to say that. I don't know a better way to say it. Please check us out on any of our other platforms. Like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all.
See you.